Whoops. Oh well, I hit the button. Here I come. What's up, y'all? What's up? My bad. I picked up my phone and hit the button, knocked off the music. What's going on, everybody? Hey, hey, hey. How's everybody doing today? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Let me go through. What's up? What's up, unapologetically, Ramel? You know, Ramel is one of my faithful baby. He comment on every video. And y'all make sure y'all go over there and y'all support unapologetically. Lord, I'm tongue tied today. Y'all go support him over there on his YouTube channel situation. Um, Let me share this out. We're gonna go ahead and get this party started. I'm sorry, y'all. I drank some water and it went down the wrong way. We are live. All right. All right, let me do my roll call. Hey, y'all, the first one in the room, Creative Diva, Lock Queen, C Golden, Cool Gamer, Kenya, what's up, baby? Hey, Lady V, Tracy Wilson, one of my Tracy's is here. Hey, Mr. Grain, Miss Baythang, hey, what's up, Below? What's up, Cindy? Raven S, hey, Earl, Citizen Jane, hey, boo, you made it. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. So happy Wednesday, happy hump day to you guys. Let's get into this. I do not think we will be doing the Queen Sugar panel tonight. El Teddy double booked himself. I think Ebby finished watching the episode, but I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just my bad. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Like I said, I don't think we're gonna be doing the panel on Queen Sugar. El Teddy has double booked Teddy. He got another obligation. And Ebby, last I talked to Ebby, she hadn't even finished watching the episode. I watched the episode, and this episode really was kind of slow. Like it really wasn't a lot there. So I feel like maybe we may just wait to the end and just do one long conversation about the whole Queen Sugar saga and the Borderline family and all that good stuff. Because doing this week by week just isn't really working. So my apologies to y'all. But on the good side, that means that y'all gonna get Real Housewives tonight, review tonight. I mean, it's a good side to it, okay? We got the positive, we go with the negative, child. What can you do? What's up, Dark Liquor Cam? Hey, boo, hey, boo, hey, boo, hey, Mimi. So let's get into some things that we need to get into. First of all, we have an update to one of the stories that we spoke on yesterday. Yesterday, it was a rumor that Cynthia Bailey and Mike Hill were separating. Today, it has been confirmed. They have issued joint statements, basically saying that it ain't work out. We are still friends, yada, yada, yada. You know, the same old song and dance. And Cynthia said she really tried to make it work. She really tried to make it work. And I believe it. I believe Cynthia tried to make it work because, again, you know, let me say this. And we've all been guilty of this. So before I even go any further, I'm just going to go ahead and when we point fingers, I'm going to point the finger at myself. We are all guilty of this. But I feel like Cynthia will be the kind of person that'll blame love for not finding love. She'll be like, see, that's why I'm just going to be single. Or that's why love just ain't for me. Blah, 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 blah. But Cynthia, baby, you are not exercising I don't want to say good common sense, but for lack of a better word, girl, you are not exercising good common sense. There were red flags there. And that doesn't mean that y'all could not have gotten married, but it does mean that I feel like some things needed to move forward and cleared up before y'all got married. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Like, same thing with Peter. Baby, there were red flags with Peter. And that doesn't mean that y'all weren't in love. That doesn't mean that y'all didn't love each other. That just means that maybe that kind of love wasn't meant to last for a lifetime. See, Things in our life are for a reason, a season, a lifetime. I keep telling y'all that. And I've had to learn that lesson myself. I've lost friends that I didn't understand in the moment why I lost that friend. Definitely lost relationships. Hell, I done lost family. And you just got to be like, well, you got to look at what the lesson that you were supposed to learn and move on from it. And I feel like Cynthia's going to be like, forget love. Love ain't for me. But girl, no, that person wasn't for you. And the signs were there. It used to be a song back in the day. Y'all may not know who this person is. I think it's from Ace of Base. I saw the sign. And I opened up my eyes. Y'all remember that song? Yeah. Girl, Cynthia, you gotta read the tea leaves. What's up, nephew? Hey, Leo, I owe you a text. A DM, because I do want you to do a reading. I'm serious about that. I want you to do a reading for me, Leo. We're gonna sit down one-on-one, probably through a Zoom, and we're gonna talk about some things. And I want Leo to do a real reading on me. I really do. If y'all knew how busy I've been since school started and how many things I got going on. Whoo, child. It was a huge red flag when one of his kids didn't attend the wedding. I felt like she knew something. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Did I forget that part? I think I might have forgot. I remember it was a huge red flag when that man wrote that book and sat there and talked about all the women he done slept with in front of about cheating on his ex-wife and all the women he done slept with in front of you and his daughter. I felt like that was a problem, inappropriate. The fact that he still got all these female friends while y'all having this bi-coastal relationship. Now, I am not one of those people that feels like a man can't have a female friendship. I'm not one of those people. You doing readings tomorrow night live? You doing them live on your channel tomorrow? Oh, Leo, I got a lot going on tomorrow night. I'm gonna try to get over there. What time are you gonna be doing? What? No, I saw you live. I saw you. What time are you starting? What's up, nephew? I don't remember that. It's me, D. I didn't skip you. You owe me a hello. You always skip my greeting when I say something you don't like. Nephew, that's a lie, because you always say stuff I don't like. Hold on, let me scroll back up and see what my nephew said. Was Mike a serial cheater before they got together? What changed to make him a good candidate for husband? I ordered the book. It came today, so I'll be joining. Yes, B-Lo. I enjoy your input. B-Lo, we have yes. I will look forward to your insight. Nephew, I don't even see you up here. Nephew, I promise you, I don't see nothing from you. I'm not even lying. I don't see you up here. Exactly, because you skip it. I scroll all the way back up to the top. Now, don't do me like that, D. Listen. Nephew, don't play with me. You already know. Don't do that. You already know. I figured it was over when he was blasted for his Snapchat escapade. She was embarrassed. Child. From 6 p.m. Central Standard Time and 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to try to make it because that's kind of early. But I'm going to try to make it over there. Because I have doing something else tomorrow when I get off work. I may be able to make it over there. But if we don't, we're going to make it happen. Hey, Phil, how you doing, babes? They weren't even married as long as he already showing up. Child, they dated longer than they was married. You see it? Well, I don't see it, nephew. And you know I would not purposely ignore you. Even when you say stuff I don't like, I don't ignore you. Okay? Listen, if y'all are interested in getting a reading or just hearing and seeing Leo at work, Leo will be doing readings on his channel tomorrow. Y'all know that he is the official psychic for ReallyBTV's channel, honey. He is the official. I'm sorry, is psychic the right term? I don't want to call you something that you don't identify as. Okay, let me know if that's the right term to call you by as psychic. But if it is, he is the official seer/psychic for the channel. And y'all make sure y'all subscribe and y'all going over there to Leo's channel. He will be doing readings live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I may be able to get over there because I'm doing something as soon as I get home. And after that, I may be able to make it. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So y'all get over there. He's the official psychic for the ReallyBTV channel. Okay. That's a very short marriage. Something must have gone majorly wrong. Well, I think, I feel like they might have, I feel like they might have lasted longer had they not got caught in that pandemic together. You know, the pandemic. Oh, send it to me, Abby. Send it to me right now. Send it to me right now. Or tag me in it. Did you already tag me in it? Because we're going to talk about Todrick in a minute. Tag me in it, boo. Let me say this to y'all. That pandemic messed up a lot of marriages, okay? Remember, they had just gotten married. And then they was stuck together during the Panorama. And they were quarantined together. And remember, they were a bi-coastal relationship. They had never been together. You know what, D? What you're not gonna do is come in here and keep trolling me now. You say I don't be acknowledging you. You're not gonna come in here and be trolling my chat. Anyway. But going straight from being a bi-coastal relationship where y'all never really lived together for any extended period of time into all day, every day, and not only all day, every day, but you can't go nowhere. Like you are stuck in the house all day, every day. You went from not seeing each other for maybe more than a couple of weeks at a time. I mean, not living together for more than a couple of weeks at a time to not only living together, but I don't have no escape from you. I can't go to the movies. I can't go to the mall. I can't go to dinner with my friends and talk shit. I can't have a cocktail, a happy hour. I can't go nowhere. That's a lot. What's up, Lamar? How you doing? Thank you, baby. Yes, I made it back safely. Thank you so much for y'all's prayers for my traveling mercies, child. It was him being blasted and they never recovered from that. And it didn't help they were bi-coastal. Yeah. Yep. And that goes back to the Ultimate Girls trip where I felt her and Mike were having issues and she brought them on that trip because now her and Kenya are cool again. I definitely felt like Cynthia was not happy on Ultimate Girls trip. I definitely felt like, but I'm not going to blame all of that on Mike because Cynthia, we have seen Cynthia's history and Cynthia has always been very insecure in her friendships. She did it with Nene. You know, she's always been that person. We saw her do it with Kenya. So I do feel like, because first of all, you could see Cynthia had picked up weight on Ultimate Girls trip. And I don't think she was comfortable in that. You know, when somebody has been a certain size their whole life. And I mean, you also got to remember she made her money off of her body. You know, for her to go from one extreme to, I mean, Cynthia was heavy. I mean, she wasn't heavy by my standard heavy, but she was heavy by model standard heavy. Cynthia was probably, I would say Cynthia was probably about a size 12, maybe a 10, 12 on Ultimate Girls trip. You could see it all in her face. And she wore those big flowy dresses, the muumuus and all of that. So you really couldn't get a good grab on how much weight she had picked up. But I just think it was I mean, we all picked up COVID weight, but I think it was a combination. I do not think Cynthia was happy. And I agree with you that they probably were already having problems and she carried that into Ultimate Girls trip. And Kenya got the brunt of it because that's who she was the closest with. But I think that even if her and Mike were happy, I think that there may have been issues between the two of them because Cynthia is just insecure in her friendship. The issues on Ultimate Girls trip was Kenya riding for them. Well, I don't know, Phil. I don't know. I don't know. I really have to go back and refresh my memory, but I felt like Cynthia was being extra. I feel like Cynthia was being extra. If I remember correctly. If I remember, my memory goes back that far. Right. Yeah, you talking about right, surviving the panorama. Hey, Alex, come on in. You fine? Come on down to the front, girl. How long was she divorced from Peter before marrying this guy? They were divorced a few years. Her and Peter were divorced for a few years before she started dating Mike. You know, and they dated for 2 years before they got married. But the problem, I think the biggest problem was, I mean, other than the fact that he may or may not have been faithful. We don't know for a fact that he won't faithful. We know that it don't look good. But I think them being quarantined together after being bi-coastal. I mean, they weren't long distance like, oh, get in the car and drive for 2 or 3 hours. They were literally bi-coastal their entire relationship. So I don't think she's gonna come back to the Housewives. I don't. I really think I mean, I won't be surprised if she comes back, but I don't think she will. Mike has always been a cheater. He's a known hoe in North Carolina. Ooh. Oh, well. My. What's up, Tracy? So I got both my Tracys here. And shout out to my members. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the members. All right, so let's get into, so that's an update on the story from yesterday. That Cynthia, yesterday it was a rumor. Today it has been confirmed that they are separating and my understanding, they've already filed for divorce. They've been separated for a minute. We just didn't know. But sounds like they were separated. They've been separated for a minute. Where do I want to go next? Let's go ahead and talk about Todrick, child. Did we talk about Todrick yesterday? I thought we had talked about Todrick yesterday, but then when I got off the live, I was like, I don't remember having a conversation. So if I'm being redundant, then I apologize ahead of time. But let's talk about Todrick Hall, child. But I also think Cynthia rushes into marriage. See, I think the opposite. I don't think she rushes into marriage, but I think she doesn't pay attention to the flags. I think that if she paid attention to the red flags, she wouldn't marry these people that she's marrying. Because remember, her and Peter dated for years. They dated for a long time. But again, there were red flags with Peter. You know, we come to find out after the fact, Peter then took her money and invested in the business without even getting her permission. Excuse me, sir, what? I'm sorry. Excuse me, what? No, you did what? Yeah. Oh, I didn't. Okay, thank you, producer. Thank you to my producer. My producer be keeping me on point, child. So okay, Abby just sent me the TikTok. So we're going to listen to. So y'all know a couple of months back, maybe about 6 months ago now, Todrick Hall was on Celebrity Big Brother, and after Celebrity Big Brother, his already bad reputation. Because let's be clear, things have been said about Todrick Hall for years. About him not paying people, about him being a nasty person, being rude to people, yada, yada, yada. The bad reputation got worse off of Celebrity Big Brother because he, well, thank you, Abby, for looking for it. I appreciate it. And so after that, being on Celebrity Big Brother, he was further, I guess, for lack of a better word, exposed because there were people who, he was, you know, the thing about Big Brother is that you were in a fishbowl 24 hours a day. So you can't blame it on editing. You can't blame it on, oh, well, the producers just don't like me, because people literally can watch the live feeds and see you act a fool the whole time, right? They literally can see you act a fool. Did you see that the Department of Education previewed the student debt relief application, and the application will be available? No, thank you for putting it. No, but I'll put it up there for people to get the information. You have no who idea Todrick Hall is. Just listen. Todrick Hall is he's a choreographer, dancer, performer. He was he was on all of them damn shows. He was on, I think he made it to the top 5 of American Idol. I believe he was on, wasn't he on The Voice as well? And he's done a lot of choreography. He's done work for RuPaul, and his YouTube videos are great. He's does these mashups, and he's done these visual albums. He's very talented. He's a very, very talented guy. Now, he was further exposed after he left the show. He refused to do press. You know, he was just very nasty while he was on the show. Said some very nasty things about his, you know, the people on the show with him. And again, you can't blame it on editing. You said it. It came out of your mouth. It was very clear what you said and that you were nasty in the things that you said and did. And then after the show, he was exposed as being behind on rent on a house that he told everybody he owned. He literally made a YouTube video saying, like, the YouTube video was called Tour of My Dream. I just purchased my dream home. Like, he literally said he bought the house, but then the people who he he was in Kinky Boots. Yep, I forgot he was on Broadway as well. He literally got exposed as renting and not owning this property. Although I find it interesting that the people, his landlords, sued him for back rent. They won a default judgment, but he still lived there. Like, they never moved to evict him. So I thought it was interesting that they sued him for rent, but they never moved to evict him. I guess he brought it up to date or something. I don't know, child. Anyway. I hated him on CBB, Celebrity Big Brother. Never liked him on Drag Race. ReallyB gave the nice Todrick biography. The real biography is that he's an overgrown man child who doesn't like paying people and has perverse desire to screw. Oh, wow. Yeah, he was in Kinky Boots. So over to the TikTok. He finally, now mind you, he has not spoken even when he was supposed to, because he was obligated to do press as a part of his contract for Celebrity Big Brother, and he refused to do press. It was even rumored that CBS docked his check because he did not do the press and refused to talk to the media after Celebrity Big Brother. So there was a TikTok video that he did where he was responding to an actual TikToker who was hold on, let me find it, child. Ebby tagged me in it, so I gotta find it. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta find these things. Did I save that video? Let me see. That's the thing about TikTok. I have to be forgetting how to work this shit. Hold on. Let me see if I liked it. Okay, I did. So I liked the video that he made. So I have that video and I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. And this was his way of sort of responding, I guess, to the criticism of what was said about him. So I'm gonna let y'all hear what he said.
Todrick after their seasons because he is not a nice person.
I really wish that people who have never met me would just stop talking shit about me on the internet. Like the audacity that you would feel comfortable enough to post a video about a perfect stranger publicly to anybody who could see it, to declare that this person that you've never met or breathed the same air as is not a nice person, which is a pretty ballsy statement, might I add, Miss Abigail, to increase your likes, your followers, your popularity, and to start a witch hunt against this person who is a human being and who has family and friends who see this fucking bullshit that you post would, in some people's opinions, make you not a very nice person, Miss Thing. This might come as a newsflash to some of you, but reality TV is far from real, and you cannot judge a person's moral and ethic compass based on a social experiment where they are pushed to their limits, forced to live in situations that are pretty much unlivable with perfect strangers, and decide that that is who that person is.
So let me pause right there. He's talking about Big Brother. First of all, sir, you begged to be on Big Brother. You begged to be on Big Brother. So let's not act like this was some crazy thing that you were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I went on this show. You begged to be on this show. Second of all, don't sit here and make me feel stupid. Literally, we're watching you in real time. It's not edited. This is what you do, what you say, how you think, okay?
24 hours of the day. I don't think that that's fair, and I don't think that there's anybody watching this who doesn't have skeletons in their closet and who wouldn't be ashamed of some of the things that they might have said since the day they were born. It's literally the point of being a human being, and you're not Jesus, you're not God. I don't even believe in Jesus or God, but I definitely know that they are the only people that can judge me. I said they. That's kind of progressive for me. Come on.
So, two things in that. First of all, you heard him say that that's progressive for him. So that lets you know that he's very conservative in his thoughts, even though he is LGBTQIA. The fact that he thought it was progressive to refer to God as they, it just lets you know, child. Yeah. Okay.
Non-binary Jesus? Anyway, I have sat around for years and years and years and let people control my narrative online and say I don't pay my dancers, that I lied about my house, that I'm a bad...
Sir, you don't pay your dancers. You did lie about your house.
Person, that I'm this evil monster. And up until now, I've kind of been like, okay, no one's going to believe this. But at this point, I'm just not going to let people like you.
What made you think nobody was going to believe it? There are literally multiple videos floating around YouTube of people saying you did not pay them, including what's my girl's name, Abby? The drag race queen with that always has the white stripe in her hair, that always wears the white streak in her hair. I know it's me D. One of y'all know who I'm talking about. Like, your backup dancer says you don't pay them. Former RuPaul Drag Race alum said you don't pay them. Like, man, sir.
You paint my narrative. I'm sure you're a lovely, sweet girl, and I'm sure that you're just trying to survive out here in these TikTok streets like everybody else. But you got to find a way to do it that's not tearing down somebody, because I'm a human being and I'm over it. And
thank you, Manila Lazoon. She made a whole video about the fact that you didn't pay her. Okay, and you got mad at her not because you owed her money, but because you were mad that she brought it to the public and was like, why we couldn't handle this behind closed doors. Because you owe me money, and I tried to handle it behind closed doors, and you wouldn't give me my money. Yeah. And yes, there is a legal judgment for you for back rent. And yeah, why they let him get, because he was 3 months behind, because he owed $100,000. His rent is $30,000 a month. So that means you owe 3 months rent. Like, I don't know why they let him get that far behind. The only thing I can think of is that this happened during the Panorama, because around the timing of this, you know, there was that amnesty during the Panorama. And I feel like maybe that's why he never got evicted either, because they sued him like in February or March. And I feel like that was when they were allowed to maybe sue people for back rent. That's the only thing I could think of. Because I'm like, y'all, how y'all let him get 3 months behind on his rent? I don't know, child.
Not that I think that you're entitled to this information, because you're giving me Entitlement the Musical already, but I'm going to give you just a few of the answers to the things that you're using to tear me down, to just explain to you some perspective, because I was always taught that there are 3 sides to every story: their side, my side, and the receipts. The comment I said to Shayna was never about a home intruder. My house was...
So now he's going to address some of the things he said on Celebrity Big Brother. So Shayna Moakler, I believe it is. She's a former something. I don't know. I think she was a wrestler or something. I don't know. Something she did. No, I don't know. But he allegedly made some comments making fun of her being assaulted and the fact that she told a story about a home invasion, and he laughed about it. Again, sir, it's not an edited video. We literally saw you in real time laugh and make fun of the fact that this woman had a home invasion. The fact that you are now coming back and saying that you weren't talking about the home invasion, you were talking about an ex-boyfriend.
Broken into, I would not make a joke about that. It was about an ex-boyfriend. Still not nice, but not the facts that you're telling people. I did say that I was the only person of color in the house that was playing the game, because out of Todd, Lamar, and Cynthia, I was the only person who had ever watched Big Brother.
And that's a lie, because Todd Bridges was a super fan. Now, Lamar Odom and Cynthia, yeah, not so much. But Todd Bridges was actually a super fan, and Todd Bridges was actually playing the game. So again, you don't get to decide that you're the only person of color playing the game, because that's not true.
And they did not know what was happening in the game, and that's just facts. I have made over 10,000 cameo videos for my fans, and I am grateful to all my fans for buying those cameos, but at some points, they have not been the most original videos. They have been more copy-paste happy birthday videos. That makes me a bad person. I'm sorry. You let me know when you're famous and you're making 10,000 cameo videos, how original each one of yours are.
So Cameo, for those who don't know, Cameo is a service that you can go to Cameo and you can pay. Like, so let's say for Ebby's birthday, I could go to Cameo and maybe Latrice Royale has a Cameo account. Maybe Latrice Royale charges $100 to do personalized videos saying happy birthday to people. So I would go to Cameo, and I would pay, and I would, put in all the information. It's her birthday. Could you please say happy birthday to my friend Abby? She really loves you. She's a big fan. And then they make these videos saying, oh, Abby, your friend Really B wanted me to say happy birthday to you. Girl, I heard that y'all are going to be partying it up in Vegas. You have a good time. And that's what Cameo is. I'm going to say a lot of B-list, C-list celebrities have Cameo. It's not a whole lot of A-list celebrities got Cameo. I'm going to be real about it. I've never gone to Cameo to see who really is or who isn't, but the only people that I've heard of that have Cameo accounts, I like B-list and C-list. Okay. So when he was on, right, and then Abby said, then I would just die. So when he was on Celebrity Big Brother, again, he made fun of the fact that all of his cameos are cut and paste. All of his cameos are just the same thing. And of course, y'all know how people down to the internet do. they compiled videos literally showing 20, 30 cameo videos where he's saying literally the exact same thing. But he was making fun of it and laughing about it like, haha, look at how I'm getting over on my fans.
We'll have this discussion again. At the end of the day, yes, I've made mistakes. I own up to that. I am not a perfect human, but I'm not going to sit around and let people tear me down because guess what? You guys might have a big Twitter following, but I have fans too. And up until now, I have not unleashed my fans on anybody, but you're about to find out exactly how my fans feel about you bullying me. Have a good.
And that is the point that I was like, so wait a minute. Did you just threaten this girl? Did you just threaten this girl? That you're going to unleash your fans on her? Now, have we not sat on this platform and talked about the Beehive and the Barbs and the Navy and Cardi B, I don't what the Barty crew, whatever. And we've talked about how sometimes these fans go too far and do too much, and that, you know, it can be abusive. So are you literally threatening to unleash your fans on people? Now, Abby said that the assistant made a video responding to this. Now, I have not heard this before, but I trust my sis. I trust Abby ain't gonna set me up, so we're gonna listen to it. Where is it, Abby? Child, you know I can't be finding stuff on the YouTube.
This week.
Okay.
Again,
that ain't it. Okay, that's not it. Hold on. Abby, I can't find it. You said look at my notifications on you on my. You said look at my notification. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. I see where you were active. I don't see where you tagged me or nothing. Oh, in my text message. Oh, she sent it to my text. All right, here it is.
See, I'm not scared of you, Todrick. You can say whatever you want. The truth prevails. Instead of trying to silence people who speak against you, maybe you shouldn't do the horrible things in the first place. Then no one could say anything. And you continue to try to silence people because you're embarrassed by the things you do. You should be embarrassed because they're wrong.
Well, he said, I ain't scared of you, mother. Honey. Listen, Todrick Hall is talented, and I'm never going to take that from him. He's a talented guy. But he just sounds like he's not a really nice person in real life. And I don't know that to be a fact. But everybody ain't making up lies on you. Like, I just come from the school of everybody ain't lying. Everybody ain't lying. If one person says, hey, I didn't get paid, okay, maybe there was an oversight, maybe billing department, you know, maybe the billing department got it screwed up, you know, shit happens. But everybody ain't lying on you, Todrick. And I saw for myself, listen, y'all can go back and look at my Celebrity Big Brother reviews. I was so excited to see Todrick Hall on Celebrity Big Brother because I know that he's been wanting to get on Celebrity Big Brother. I know he tried to get on regular Big Brother. Okay. He is a super fan. He loves the show. He has the contestants at his house. Like, he loves the show. And y'all can go back and look at my reviews. I was so excited that he was on, and I was actually rooting for him in the beginning. But as the season went on and I started seeing the things that he was saying and his actions and the way he was carrying the show, I wasn't liking it. And the live feeds were even worse when people started posting the stuff that they weren't editing in. Okay. Not to defend him, but sometimes everybody be lying. I know from experience. Child, listen, you've been through the experience, so I can't tell you what your experience is. But I don't come from the school that everybody lying. Hey, boo, what's up, good boy? You ready for this part 1 tonight? Boo, you ready for this part 1? This is why I don't watch Big Brother regularly. Shayna Moakler is a former Miss USA. Okay, that's who she was. She was married to Travis Baker. She was married to Oscar De La Hoya too. Damn, I didn't know that. Yeah, but she was on the show and he made fun. Like, he did something to everybody on that show. Like, he made some nasty comments about everybody on that show. Thank you, Joan. Thank you, because I really couldn't remember who she was, child. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Now, hold on a quick second, because when I was going into my TikTok, I just saw something that I think I might have to talk about. Hold on, y'all. Give me a quick second. Now of course he called me now that I'm on the phone. I mean, I'm on live. Okay, y'all. So Todrick was a mess on that show. He just confirmed everything after. Exactly, Gabor. He really was. He was a mess. And I'd heard a lot of the negative things about Todrick, but listen, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all the true story. When I first got on YouTube, y'all could rewind the tape. It might have been one of the first videos I made. I don't think I've been on YouTube more than a couple of months. It was one of the first videos I ever made on YouTube. I was defending Todrick Hall. I did a whole read on Justin J, King, aka the King of what do you call it? The King of Reeds, Justin J. Now I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with y'all. It was a little bit of clout chasing. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna just be truthful and be honest. It was a little bit of clout chasing. Justin J was a big YouTuber. I was like, worst case scenario, he cussed me out. Even if he cussed me out, then I get some views off of it. You know what I'm saying? Worst case scenario, I get some views off of it. But child, he paid me dust, child. He didn't even pay me. I don't even think he saw the damn video. But you know who did see the video? Todrick Hall. And Todrick Hall put a comment under my video and was like, thank you, love. I appreciate that. So I was just like, I had your back, man. I defended you. Okay? But moving on. That was years ago. But if you can find it, I don't even know if listen. I mean, I could probably find it if I look hard enough for it. But yeah, honey, it's back there. Well, Justin J. Yeah, he was wrong. He was definitely wrong. I don't need the cloud chase. I'm the cloud child. Listen, that was back when I don't even think I had 100 subscribers when I made that video. Okay, I don't even think I had 100 subscribers. But I was so mad with the stuff that Justin J said. It just made me mad, and I was like, oh, you bet he did see the video? Well, if he saw it, he never respond. That's fine too, because at this point, I wouldn't do something like that now, because that's not how I wouldn't do it now. But at the time I did. But I'm not going to say my whole motive was cloud chasing, but I felt like in the back of my mind, I was like, worst case scenarios, he cusses me out. And that'll get, even if he cuss me out, I'll get some attention. You know what I'm saying? But Todrick did respond. He did put a comment. And I remember thinking, oh, that's easy. The person I tagged in the video watched it. I thought it was really that easy, child, Lord. Boy, was I mistaken about how easy or hard it is to get people's attention down to the YouTube. But anyway, Justin J don't need to say nothing till he start. Wow. Well, he done been public now, so if I'm being honest, I think he's upset with the way he looks. He's not as comfortable with himself as he claims. Yeah, because he's not white. Oh shit, damn it, did I say that? Okay, moving on. Hey, boo. Y'all. Niecy's in the house. Y'all make sure everybody drop a happy birthday to Niecy. She just celebrated her 30th birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to Niecy. I have to pop myself in the hand for that. Oh, you talking about Justin J. Well, yeah, Justin J, I think, deals with insecurities as well. I agree with that, true. Yes, child. Niecy thought she was grown, honey. She flew down to Miami for the weekend, honey. Oh, don't be ashamed. It is what it is. We got to be born on someday. All right, so that's the Todrick Hall. I thought we talked about it yesterday, and I realized as soon as I got off of that, then I didn't mention it. The other thing I did not mention yesterday was RIP to Angela Lansbury. Listen, if y'all don't know nothing about Murder, She Wrote, then I don't know what y'all grandmama was watching back in the 80s, okay? Because Murder, She Wrote and Heat of the Night. Y'all know how I feel about my Heat of the Night. Y'all know how I feel about my Heat of the Night. But Angela Lansbury and Murder, She Wrote, and I always wondered, I used to tell my grandmama and my mama, because my mama loved that show too, why do they keep inviting her places? If every time she show up, somebody die, why she still getting invitations? That's all I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to understand, why did they keep inviting her places? She would get invited to the weekend getaway down to the Florida, somebody died. She'd get invited to the masquerade ball, somebody died. She'd get invited to the luncheon, somebody would die. Why did they keep inviting her places? That's all I'm saying. But Angela Lansbury was old Hollywood. See, look at Nay. Look at my niece. She said she started watching Murder, She Wrote because of grandma. Because when I tell y'all my mama loved her some Murder, She Wrote, and I know she done seen every episode 500 times. I promise you she has. But y'all know how I never did watch Murder, She Wrote. Y'all know that Matlock and Heat of the Night, those are my shows. Y'all know I love me some Matlock and I love me some Heat of the Night, child. You know her from Beauty and the Beast, Anastasia. Yeah. If y'all go back, Angela Lansbury is old Hollywood, and she was gorgeous. And she is, like I said, she's old Hollywood. Yeah, Gaslight. I think I saw somebody just write that in the chat. Gaslight. Ma'am, is you back working your second job? I am. I actually am. Markel, don't be coming in here checking me. I am. But we're going to have to change the timeline on some things. But I'm working. I'm working. The only Murder, She Wrote I know is the Shaka Demon song. You know what? She was Miss Possum, Beauty and the Beast, and the grandma Anastasia. I used to sit on the floor by my grandmama bed and watch Murder, She Wrote and Magnum P.I. I used to like Magnum P.I. too. Yep. We used to watch Walker, not Walker's Texas Ranger and Touched by an Angel. Ooh, we are all showing our age up in here today, honey. Also, I had some bad news for all of you Project Runway fans. If you are a Project Runway fan, Stitch the dog, the mascot at Mood, he passed away. He was 15 years old. So if you are a Project Runway fan, then you know who I'm talking about. You know her from National Velvet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Leo Brown. Angela Lansbury was old Hollywood, honey. Not Sally Jesse. Gone somewhere. But Stitch the dog has passed away. So I had to share that bad news too, y'all. I do know they rebooted Quantum Leap. I looked at the first episode. I have not looked at I'm behind on stuff. Because y'all know, listen, I'm just behind, child. Y'all know I just behind, child. My mama loves anything that airs on CBS. When them shows come on, I change the channel. See, look at you. You ain't right, Doc. Look at Cam. You ain't right, honey. Changing the channel on that good old 80s TV, 80s, 90s TV, honey. The other thing I had to tell y'all, and listen, I did a quick drop about this a couple of months ago. I told y'all that the rumors were out. But it seems as though there's going to be a major announcement, or was a major announcement. BravoCon is this weekend. So it seems that there will be a major announcement at BravoCon this weekend. And that major announcement is that they are rebooting The Real Housewives of Dallas. They are bringing back Deandra and, what's my girl child? And Stephanie. Deandra and Stephanie will be returning. I was never mad. Now, boy, I never got into MASH. MASH was never my show. It just the humor didn't get me. It didn't do nothing for me. Yeah, child, Stitch is gone. But I could tell Stitch was getting old. Them last couple of seasons, Stitch just be laying on his little pillow, looking at them designers like, whatever. In the earlier seasons, Stitch used to run around the store. But in them later seasons, Stitch would be like, whatever. He'd be laying on his pillow like, all right, go on, get y'all shit. Stay out my way. I do not know if Dr. Moon is coming back or not. I hope they can convince her to come back, because I think she was good for the show. I enjoy her. I think she's funny. And when you talk about money, that's money. That is money. Claudia was seen doing some audition tape and see if she would be. Yeah, I know Claudia, either they reached out to her or she reached out to them about being on the show. It was a couple of other people of color that when they were going to come back for the last season that was supposed to be on the show, and then they decided to put the show on hiatus because they had some race issues, and rather than deal with the race issues, they decided to just shelve the show. I guess they saw how things went in New York, and they was like, we can't do that. We can't do a repeat of how things went down with New York and the race issues there. So they're rebooting it. I guess they figured if they put it on hold long enough, we'll forget about all the racist stuff that Cameron Scott and her husband and brother-in-law said, but I didn't forget. I didn't forget. I didn't forget about Cameron Scott and her racist ass and her racist husband and her racist brother-in-law. I didn't. Matter of fact, I need to go back and find that video and put that video back on top so that don't nobody else forget either. Because I did a video about them. It's Real Housewives of New York. What's up, Miss Toby? Where you been, girl? So this is the last I heard about the Real Housewives of New York. They were going to split New York and have like the OGs and then like some fresh girls coming in or women coming in. But from my understanding, that's not going very well. So I don't know what's going on with New York. I don't know what's going on with New York, child. I wonder if they're going to recast the black lady that we were looking at who owned the hair care line. I hope not, because they definitely need to bring some women of color on the show. They do. It's grandmas that put us on the good shows, movies. My grandmother showed me First Wives Club and Tu Wong Fu on VHS. Child, oh, you showing your age, Wendy, because baby, I went to go see them movies in the theater. I went to go see First Wives Club and Tu Wong Fu in the movie theater. Okay. So that let me know how much older I am than you, child. They were working on New York, but the casting isn't going well. People in New York City who are connected don't want to be exposed. Yeah, that's what I heard too. That's what I heard too. So that's one of the major announcements that they're supposed to be making this week at BravoCon, weekend, I should say, that on BravoCon is that they are bringing back Dallas. And like I said, I liked Dallas. I watched Dallas from the first season. Like I said, I wasn't happy about when Cameron Westcott True Colors was shown with the whole situation with Dr. Tiffany. Reality TV is not. It is, Andrew. I'm gonna be honest with you. I honestly feel like it's a genre that has sort of run its course. I really do. I really feel like it's a genre that's run its course. We all, I mean, I can't speak for everybody. I can't speak for everybody in the chat, but we all had a love for reality TV. You know what I mean? And I just think that most of it at this point is stale and recycled. You know, I'll be honest with you. I just do. I do. I think most of it is. Yes, put the video back at the top. I did see it. Dallas is one of the doctor with the doctor named Tiffany with the fabulous home and closet. Yes, that's her, Lauren. That's what the problem was. Cameron Westcott was big fish on the show until Tiffany Moon showed up, and big bank take little bank, basically. Okay, big bank take little bank, because Tiffany Moon showed up and they thought, oh, she's just a doctor. No, she's not just a doctor. Y'all thought she was living off of a doctor's salary, and okay, her husband was a businessman. Y'all didn't realize that she really, for real, had money. That's what y'all wasn't ready for. Y'all wasn't ready for. Cameron had her Birkins, and her Birkin. Remember, she had the raincoat for her Birkin. She had like the actual, like, it was like a bag that they sell to protect the Birkins, and she had it. You wasn't ready for her Birkin closet. That's what y'all wasn't ready for. Y'all wasn't ready for Tiffany Moon's closet that needs a thumbprint to get inside of it. That's what y'all weren't ready for. Y'all weren't ready for her basement that literally is built into the ground. And as you're walking down the winding staircase into her basement, you can literally see the granite and like the different layers of the earth because you're so deep underground, because she has an actual wine cellar and a wine tasting room in her basement. Y'all wasn't ready for that. And you was mad about it because it was two Asian people that was making y'all look crazy, Cameron Westcott and your Trump loving husband and brother-in-law. Okay, that's what you wasn't ready for. That's what you wasn't ready for. Anyway, child, let me move on. I'm over cash trips, hash outs, fertility treatments. Went up. Trying to have a clothing line, etc. Yeah, the thing is, people who have real money and connections know what the formula of reality TV is, and they don't want the skeletons falling out their closet. Kyle is the only housewife who spends money like her money will never run dry. No, she ain't the only one. All of them do that. All of them spend their money like that. Really, B, do you think they will need another all-black Real Housewives franchise besides Atlanta and Potomac. I don't know if need is the word, but I do feel like any new franchise that they start moving forward will always have representation. I don't think we will, and ever is a strong word, but I don't think we will ever see another Real Housewives franchise that's all white. I just don't think we'll see that again. Hell, they found they found a black woman and a woman who was married to a black man who thinks she black in Utah. I'm just saying. I just think that anywhere else they go, any other city they decide to start a franchise in, I just don't think we will ever see an all white cast again. I just think those days are over. Personally, that's just my opinion. Most of the housewives are Trumpers. Kyle, Mauricio, Teresa, Louis, Joe, Melissa, Ramona, Sonia, Tamara, all Salt Lake City, Rena, Erica. Not all of Salt Lake City, because Jen Shaw ain't, and her husband ain't, but the rest of them probably are, child. My thing is this. I've said this to y'all before, and this might, some of y'all might not understand what I'm talking about, but I said this to y'all before. For some people, Trump made sense. If you were in the tax bracket of the people that Trump helped, if you were a businessman and you could benefit from the tax breaks that Trump did, as far as your workers and your factories and the people who worked for you and all those laws that he passed that made your life easier. See, a lot of people didn't even pay attention to a lot of those laws that Trump was passing on the back end because we were so busy paying attention to his dumb rhetoric on the front end. If you were one of those people that benefited from all of those things that Trump was doing, I can't be mad at you. I mean, he's still racist and all of that, in my opinion, but I can't be mad at you if you were benefiting from the shit he was doing. The people I have a problem with the Trump are the people who living like me, who down here doing what I do every day, that's grinding and hustling and surviving, and you still feel like Trump was the answer. You're the people I'm side-eyeing. So all of these housewives who are in that tax bracket that got all those tax breaks and all those breaks for their businesses, and like, I don't think y'all understand how many laws that Trump passed that helped rich people. If you were benefiting from the shit he was doing, you're supposed to support him. You know what I'm saying? But that isn't even my issue. Cameron and them, I'm gonna find the video, y'all. I gotta go back. I have to find the video because they said some shit. I have to find it back. You can be a Trump supporter, just don't be racist. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. I'm gonna just leave it right there. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. Okay. I just found out Tiffany has a wine line. Oh yeah, they own wineries, and her husband owns hotels, like a chain of hotels. Her husband is that's what I'm saying. They got money. Like, her doctor salary ain't shit compared to the money they have. Like, she's making good money as a doctor. That ain't shit. I admit my retirement account looked better during the Trump years. For a lot of people, it did. It's hard for me to consider that Trumpers are not racist. It's about the values, just if you can support that type of rhetoric. Again, I don't disagree with you, but I ain't going down that rabbit hole, child. I ain't going down that rabbit hole. I just want new episodes of To Having to Hold, so you got me beat. Well, I don't think that's coming back, Abby. I think you need to let that go. I don't think it's coming back, child. Oh, I cut some people off too. I sure did. some family too. Okay. Well, the stimulus was because of the COVID. The stimulus wasn't because of Trump. Anybody who was president would we'd have got a stimulus. Matter of fact, anybody who was president we'd have got a stimulus. So that didn't have nothing to do with Trump. That was because of what was going on in the world. I'm in South Florida, and the amount of Hispanic folks that was capping for that was ridiculous. I was like, you know, they don't like exactly, child. You know they were. Well, you know, I don't mean no harm, but I ain't trying to. But them the Latinas down in South Florida, they think they white. So anyway, I'm moving on. Brandy was hospitalized earlier today. The rumors were that she had a seizure. The ambulance were called. She was admitted to the hospital. She has since released an official statement, or at least her people have released an official statement. And I'm gonna read you what it said. To my beloved family, friends, and stars, thank you for sending love and light my way. I am following doctor's orders and I'm getting the rest I need due to dehydration and low amounts of nutrition. Thank you for your prayers and support. Grateful for you all. See you soon. We're going to pray for her recovery. I was going to say something, but I don't want it to come out sounding insensitive, what I'm getting ready to say. We're going to pray for her recovery. I love Brandy, and I definitely want to see Brandy well. I remember years ago, Brandy was very thin. Brandy had herself on a very strict diet. She was very thin. And I remember then, I believe she passed out or she had an incident very similar to this. And after that, she came out a few years later. She spoke candidly about that, about the fact that she wasn't very healthy, the fact that she had herself on a strict diet, and she basically had worked her body down and to the point where she got sick. We know a few years ago, Brandy picked up weight when she was on Star. She had picked up weight, and people were sort of, y'all know how people do. They talk about you gained 10 pounds. They talk about, you're pregnant. Ooh, Brandy getting fat. And she wasn't fat. She just was thick. She had picked up a little weight. She was a little older. She picked up a little weight. But I've noticed in this last year or so, Brandy was back to being thin. And you could see it in her face and in her arms and in her, she had lost a lot of that weight. And I'm wondering if she's doing that again. I'm not saying she has an eating disorder. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm wondering if she is working herself a little bit too much. When she says dehydration and malnutrition, and what does it say? I don't want to put words in her mouth. When I read dehydration and low amounts of nutrition, it just puts me back in that space. And I hope that she's not doing unhealthy things to lose weight and keep her weight thin. Because Brandy wasn't big. When she was on Stars, yeah, she had picked up weight. But, I mean, for somebody who was normally thin, any weight gain, people are going to be like, oh, my goodness. But she wasn't fat. You know what I mean? Like I said, she was a little thick, but she was far, far from fat. Yeah, her daughter has lost a lot of weight as well. Y'all, speaking of, have y'all seen Riley? Candy's daughter? She's lost a lot of weight. And here's another one who was scrutinized for many, many years on social media for her weight, for her size, for her looks. I'm going to pray for her too, and I'm going to leave it at that. I wouldn't be surprised. People are really talking about her weight gain when she was on Star. I wish she would stop. I wish folks would stop commenting on people's bodies. Yeah. You're not the only one that took me back to those days. Yeah. So again, we're going to keep positive vibes. She did look healthy on Queens, but you could tell she had lost weight though. On Queens, you could tell she had lost weight. Yeah. All right, y'all. Lord, I've been doing all this talking today. I've been talking about a lot of stuff today. Candace Owens released a audio tape of Kim Kardashian talking shit about Whitney Houston. Child, I don't care. I don't care. Do y'all think that I'm surprised that Kim Kardashian said some nasty shit about Whitney Houston? And she called her a crackhead. Hell, we done all called her a crackhead. She was a crackhead. I don't care what Kim said in the 90s. I don't care what Kim says now. I don't care. I don't care nothing about Kim Kardashian or nothing she say. I promise y'all I don't. I promise y'all I don't. And if she decided one day that she was mad and she was talking shit about Whitney Houston, child, okay, girl. I think it's funnier that her ass got booed down to the football game this weekend. They called Kim Kardashian name and showed her on the Jumbotron, child, and they was booing her. I said, ooh. To me, that was more funny. The fact that her ass got booed on the Jumbotron, honey. Yeah, I didn't recognize her at first either, C. Golden. I didn't. And listen, I always thought she was a nice looking young lady, child. All right, we're gonna do a couple of more stories before we get out of here, child. Booing for what? Just because she Kim Kardashian, child. Because they over her, they sick of her, they sick of her family, child. They booing her. I don't know. Markel, you better stop it. Oh, Markel, you better stop it. 50 Cent's son say that 50 Cent only paid $6,700 a month for child support, and that's not enough money. And of course, everybody was trolling him and was like, "Sir, what are you talking about? Almost $10,000 a month in child support? I think that's good. I mean, I think your mom was well compensated. You could live good. You went to, by his own admission, he went to private schools and he had all of these different things, but he is now trolling, talking about that that's not enough money and why, but now he's saying that he would pay 50 Cent $6,700 for just 24 hours of his time because that's what he really wanted, was a relationship with his father. And I feel like that's the big thing. The big thing is you really just want a relationship with your father. It's not that $6,700 is not a lot of money, because it is a lot of money to pay in child support per month for one child. But I think ultimately you didn't care about the money at a certain point. You wanted your father. And I think that's the bigger issue. He's hurt and he's angry. I don't know the whole story. I remember that things got really bad between 50 Cent and the mom. And I believe he was used as a pawn between the two of them. Because when he was younger, 50 Cent was very much a part of his life. Because he used to be with 50 Cent all the time. You would see them in pictures all the time. He brought him out on stage with him. He toured with him. But something happened when him and the mom got into a bad place. And I'm not defending 50 Cent because y'all know I think he's a troll. But it seems like the two of them could not co-parent effectively, and it ended up hurting the child. That's what it seemed like to me. 50 Cent really upset about that Supreme picture. He got to let that go, hurt, and forgive his son. What Supreme picture? I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Cams Boo. Not just go get a damn job. Entitlement is serious. Why don't he reach out to his dad since he has reached out? Well, according to him, he has. Let me say that. But his dad abandoned him since he was 8. Why isn't this a job to reach out for his father as a kid? I don't think it's entitlement. I don't think it's entitlement either. I really don't. Like I said, I think he's hurt. I think he wants a relationship with his father. And, hurt people. And I do believe that he has reached out to the father and to 50 Cent, and he hasn't been able to, I guess, get a satisfactory response. One thing we know is that 50 Cent is petty. He don't care about kids and all that. He's a petty person. And 50 Cent feels like his father, that his son took his mother's side when they were battling and they were fighting, that he took his mother's side and stuff. And I do know that because I remember 50 Cent speaking on that. But at the end of the day, I do feel like ultimately it's the parents' responsibility. And I do feel like he's reaching out and he's wanting, hey, what's up, number one Eagle fan? Hey, boo. And I just think it's sad. I think it's sad when he said that he would give up the $6,000 a month to have 24 hours. Well, he didn't say the whole forever. He said for 1 month. The 24, what child doesn't support their mother? But that doesn't make it right though, Markel. That doesn't mean that it's not hurtful to the father. Yeah, I think a lot of it's on 50 though. I do. I think a lot of it's on 50. Mom over dad's any day. You know what? Yeah. Like I said, 50 Cent is a troll. And so I definitely put a lot of this on 50 Cent. Like, let's be clear. Sure. Yeah. So anyway, that's 50 Cent channel. All right. Ben Gordon. Ben Gordon is a former NBA player who was arrested for child abuse down to the airport. Let me let y'all know what this was happening down to the airport, child. Ben Gordon. I'm going to just read y'all this article from the New York Post, okay? Ben Gordon is in trouble with the law. The former NBA player made bail early Wednesday after being arrested for allegedly punching his son in the face and then smiling about it, only to get busted again hours later in a separate case. The ex-Chicago Bulls guard was brought to the New York Police Department precinct in Manhattan on an outstanding warrant for a 2020 cell phone robbery. Child, you stealing cell phones? After being released around 3 a.m. on a $50,000 bond, Gordon, 39, was booked. Hold on, y'all. Moving on. Oh, let me scroll down because I don't want to talk. They talking about the cell phone. Child, I don't care about him stealing no cell phone. Gordon had just been arraigned Tuesday night in Queens criminal court, accused of hitting the 10-year-old boy as they waited to board their flight to Chicago Monday, according to the criminal complaint against him. Allegedly, the child had an existing order of protection against his father out of the state of Illinois from May 2018, court records show. An American Airlines employee said she saw the ex-basketball player abuse the child and yell at him after the kid dropped a book on the floor, the complaint said. Gordon allegedly tussled with Port Authority cops and tried to avoid being handcuffed, but the patrol car was put in the patrol car while declaring, "I'm not going with you guys." So he already had a protection order for his son. So why was he even with his son out of state then? Oh, Lord. The Mount Vernon native was slapped with charges including assault, endangering the welfare of a child, and resisting arrest. He was ordered bail set at $20,000, cash $50,000. Lord, mercy. Child. But yeah, he allegedly hit the baby because he dropped a book. Now listen, I'm all here for discipline when discipline is warranted, but it seemed to me that punching him in the face or hitting him in the face for dropping a book, that's nothing. It's pick the book up, son, let's go. We're going to get on this plane. The fact that there was already a protective order, it sounds to me like whoever allowed him to go out of the state with his daddy need to be going to jail too. Because if there was a protective order, he wasn't never supposed to have that boy. So I feel like this is going to get ugly before it gets better. He don't even need visitation, see Golden, until he clearly got some anger issues. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a bit much anyway. Like, he dropped the book. Okay, pick the book up. If there's a protection order, he ain't supposed to be with the state. Right, he's not. If they have a protection order, not only are they not supposed to be leaving the state, he ain't even supposed to have access to that baby. Exactly, Wendy. Exactly. He don't need any access to that baby. Child. Well, we'll keep an eye on that if there's an update, child. Okay. Sounds like the Brad Pitt situation. Yeah, but I don't believe that Brad Pitt story because Angelina Jolie sounds like she really on some petty get back shit, and I don't know if I believe everything that's coming out of Angelina Jolie's mouth. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I don't know if I believe everything that's coming out of her mouth, child. All right, let's get on to some good news, and then I think I have like 2 more stories. We're gonna get out of here. Alex Jones, and for those people who do not know who Alex Jones is a horrible human being who has been preaching for the last 10 years that the Sandy Hook massacre was not real. He alleged that the children were actors and actresses and that the parents were in on it, and it was all about that it was a whole thing and it was a hoax. He was ordered to pay over $1 billion. Yes, that is billion with a B, to the families of the Sandy Hook victims. A jury in Connecticut decided that the right-wing conspiracy theorists should pay 8 families of Sandy Hook shooting victims and the first responder a staggering $965 million. The decision comes, $965 million, child. We can round that up to $1 billion, child. The decision came shortly after a trial in Texas where a jury found that the InfoWars founder should pay a separate pair of Sandy Hook parents who sued him in the Lone Star State nearly $50 million. In total, the lies told Jones about the Sandy Hook shooting have so far cost him more than $1 billion with a B dollars. With its punishing awards, the jury's decisions could sink or even doom Jones's InfoWars media empire, which has been at the center of the major conspiracy theories dating back to former George W. Bush administration and was embraced by President Donald Trump. The reckoning for Jones came at a pivotal moment in American society where lies and conspiracy theories have flourished in recent years. Blah, 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 child. Y'all don't need to know all that. So, yes. And don't forget Agent Orange, child. Does he have millions lying around? He claims he's bankrupt. He claims there is no money. But, if there's money there, they'll find it. Freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequences. And that is a fact, y'all. That is absolutely a fact. Freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequences. You can say what you want, but that doesn't mean that there won't be a consequence for it. Now, he's saying he ain't got it. He's saying he's bankrupt. But again, if there's money to be found, they're going to find it. He's going to probably have to liquidate because he does have that media empire. He probably doesn't have money laying in the bank like that, but they're going, there are ways that they'll try to make that man pay that money. Would the families ever get $1 billion? Probably not. Probably not. But yeah, I believe he filed for bankruptcy to avoid. Yeah, I believe he did too. Yeah, he probably gonna pull a 50 up. I was gonna say a 50 cent. Tasha K. He ain't got it. He probably is, child. All right. Okay, the shit we did not ask for. We got 107 people in the chat. The shit we did not ask for those, if you are new to the chat, it is a segment we do here. Today I have a food item. It's a 1 if it's a yes. It's a 2 if it's a no. It's a 3 if it's a hell no. And of course, if you are a member, you have the emojis. I love how y'all are putting the emojis on these videos when y'all are watching the playback. And if y'all, my members are putting the emojis on the comments of the playback, that is hilarious to me. I live in Austin. That man was making $800,000 a day at one point. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Stoneman Douglas. Oh, they probably coming. Especially now that this case has been won, they're probably coming. Now, this stuff you did not ask for, you guys have probably seen the commercial for it, because I've seen the commercials for it now that I've seen the commercials for it now. So Cheetos has teamed up to make Cheetos flavored macaroni and cheese, right? So that is the jalapeno flavor. They have the cheddar flavor. There was another flavor I saw. So there's a whole line of Cheetos flavored macaroni and cheese. I mean, what y'all say about that? I think a lot of y'all would like that. The Cheetos flavored. I saw it. It wasn't mad. Yeah, I personally probably wouldn't go out of my way to buy it, but if somebody made it for me, I would try it. I ain't going out of my way because I don't like stovetop macaroni and cheese. I like, good old baked macaroni and cheese. I don't really like over the stove macaroni and cheese anyway. We didn't ask for it. It was never a thought. Yeah, I'm not a real big box macaroni and cheese person, so I'm not going to go out of my way for it. But, I mean, if I go somewhere and somebody has it, I would try it. I ain't buying it. I might buy it to do a taste test for y'all. But I don't know. They're all really be. They have regular Flamin' Hot and jalapeno. They're all good. Oh, it's well, I'm just seeing it. Breaking news. What? Chase Morgan Bank done told Kanye to get your money and get out. Ooh. Damn. That's bad when the bank say we don't even want you banking with us no more. Ooh. Ooh. Listen, I done told y'all before, y'all ain't gotta like it, y'all ain't gotta agree with it, but it is what it is. Don't nobody care when you're talking about black folk, but don't you start talking about the Jewish community, baby. That's a whole world of problems right there. You start talking about the Jewish community, baby, you got a whole nother problem on your hands. And Kanye is finding out. See, nobody cared when you was coming for us and you was talking about black people this and black people this and white lives matter, and you was talking about you a Trumper and make America great again. Ain't nobody care about none of that shit. Ain't nobody care when you was stalking your ex-wife, and well, she ain't even your ex-wife. Ain't nobody care when you was stalking Kim Kardashian and you was coming for her and you was showing up unannounced and shit. Nobody care about all of that. But baby, you better not say that about the Jewish community. That's a whole set of problems, a whole nother level of problems, okay? Yeah. All money ain't good money, I guess. Chase Morgan say that. You right. What did he say about the Jews, baby? You're going to have to go and Google it. I ain't even going to repeat it, but let's just say that he just said some nice things about eliminating the Jewish race and things of that nature, child. Yeah, I don't have the exact quotes in front of me, and I do not want to misquote it, and I damn sure ain't Googling it. But it was along those lines that, he was going to, come for the Jewish community, But y'all know, listen, they don't fear us, but they fear the Jewish community. And I've already talked about that before, child. I've already talked about that before. Oh, Ebby done sent it to me. Hold on. Ebby done sent it to me, child. Let me see. Earlier today, I learned that Kanye West was officially kicked out of JP Morgan Chase Bank. I was told there was no official reason given, but they sent this letter as well to confirm that he has until November to find another place for the Yeezy Empire to bank. Ooh. Now I'm gonna say this. Because it's coming from Candace Owens, I'm going to reserve statement until I see it from a more reliable source. That's all I'm going to say about that. Child, moving right along. No comment. All right. Now we're going to end this. My people in the chat, we're going to end this with a little bit of Love and Marriage Huntsville nonsense. So if y'all don't want to hear the Love and Marriage Huntsville nonsense, I'll understand. So I posted a video earlier today where Mark Scott, brother to Marceau and Maurice Scott, showed messages that would confirm that he had a sexual relationship with Melody's mama. And I was honestly shocked at some of the comments that I got from some of y'all. Some of my subscribers. What's up, Monk Chip? Mwah. And I'm not understanding. Well, by then, nephew being all rude. I don't understand, y'all. I don't understand why y'all mad at Mark. This woman has lied on him. This woman has made him look like now let's be clear. Mark got some shit with him. Let's be fair. Mark got some shit with him. But here's a man who they have been talking about like a dog. And the way she said, I never dated him, almost like, he's beneath me. I never dated him. What are you talking about? We were just friends. We didn't date. What do you mean? And you out here not only making him look like a liar and a fool, you got Marceau make him look like a liar. Hell, even Martell, which we know Martell is a liar, child. But that's the thing, Tracy. Why is it a secret? If you dated the man, you dated the man. My thing is, y'all brought his name up. Mark ain't bring his name up. Y'all brought his name up. I feel like Mark had every right to defend himself and to show that they're lying on him. Because they making it seem like that he's just out here making up lies about them. And he's not. He's the one telling the truth. Now, again, he extra. I'm going to say that. He's extra. But she the one lying. I was really surprised to see how many people were like, why would he say that? And he's doing the most, and he's this and he's that. And I'm like, but he the one that's being lied on. He didn't come on this show talking about that woman. That woman was talking about him. And all she had to do was say, well, we dated for a few months. It didn't work out. That's it. But for you to not only deny dating this man, but then make it seem like he was so beneath you and you would never, what do you mean? I wouldn't date him. Like, you really act like you was above it. But you was really with it. You was really with the shits. Mark is funny. He said he waited his whole life to be on drugs, but I believe he dated Van the whole time. I'm glad he provided receipts. What? He waited his whole life to be, but I believe he on drugs now? Oh, I didn't know that. He said they agreed not to discuss it on the show. Marceau and Martell brought him up. Oh, is that what it was? Well, once it was brought up, child, you need to go on and just Okay, all right, fine. I stand corrected. Van didn't bring it up, but why are you lying on that man, though? It came out. Why are you lying? I don't know. Van said he was on drugs. Oh, well, he might have been, child. I don't know. Thank you, twin. Really be acting like she don't have an ex that she would like to forget. Yeah, okay, but if I was exposed, I'm not lying. You know what I'm saying? If it was, it's one thing. If we agreed that we weren't going to speak on it, okay, cool. I could go with that. We said we wasn't going to say nothing about it. But once it came out in such a public forum and so many people know the truth, again, it would be one thing if nobody knew we dated but me and you, and it was like between me and you. Listen, I'm going to go on and tell y'all the truth. You are absolutely correct. There are people in my life that I will never, ever, 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 ever admit that me and them did the horizontal tango. And I'm going to tell you the truth. But don't nobody know but me and them. Me and that person. We the only people that know that it happened. When you got a whole group of people that know the truth, child, just let it go. Okay, we dated. It ain't work out. That's it. That's all. Because what you do is you allow people to do exactly what he did to her. Now he can go and expose you and show you to be a liar. You see what I'm saying? He let you get away with it for 2 years because he didn't speak up until now. He let you get away with it for 2 years. Now he dropping the receipts. I don't see no problem with him, what he did. He dropping the receipts. He like, listen, you ain't had to lie. Why should she have to say anything? Mark stated this Val didn't start it. He doing too much. My soul bored him up. And Val said, color me pink. They had a passing relationship. But that's not what they had. They didn't have a passing relationship. They had an intimate relationship. They were dating. They were having sex. That's not a passing. Well, maybe I guess it depends on your definition of a passing relationship, child. Listen, this will be one of them things that we disagree on, and that's fine. But I don't see where Mark was wrong. I don't feel like he did anything wrong. And I don't understand why people mad at Mark for it. I don't understand why y'all mad at Mark. But anyway. I didn't say that's the reason why his reputation was bad. I ain't saying none of that. Okay, I don't know what that is. Mark ain't wrong, but he crazy. Yeah, Mark a little special. Now I ain't gonna say Mark don't be doing a lot. He be doing the most. But I just don't see where he's wrong. Oh, deny. Okay, my bad, Lulu. I read that wrong. Lulu, I read that wrong the first time. I was like, child, I'm tripping. Martell shouldn't have said anything about it. But who said it first? Who was the first one that mentioned that Van was dating, messing around with Mark? Who said it first? Van is still good. See, y'all just like who y'all like, and that's fine. It is what it is. Van a liar, period. That's it. She's proven to be a liar. That's it. That's how I feel about it. Now, y'all might feel like her reason for lying is justified, and that's fine. I can't tell y'all how to feel about that, but she lied. And she got caught in a lie. And she didn't just lie once, she lied multiple times. It was a sex tape mentioned that she never denied. Now, I do remember something about a sex tape. Now, I do remember something about, that's what it was. You know what? It was stuff, it was said, okay. Now I'm starting to refresh my memory. There were things that were said off the show that they brought on to the show. Because I think somebody allegedly they threatened to show the sex tape or something. But that was done like during their little Instagram wars off the show. And then it was brought on the show. Okay. That's it. She just private. Y'all be making excuses for the people y'all like. I swear y'all do. Ooh, child. She don't owe none of us anything. Well, nobody owes us anything, Callie girl. But that's when you're on reality TV, you agree to that's what you agree to. That's what you sign up for. It's not about owing anybody anything. My thing is, you lied. That man has every right to defend himself and say, no, I'm not the one lying. She is. And I feel like that's all he was doing. I just feel like that's all he was doing. This woman lied on him. I don't know about no sex tape, and I certainly don't want to see it. I promise y'all, I don't want to see no parts of no sex tape. I would have lied. I just wouldn't have ever said anything. Ms. Van should have just shut the hell up. I just feel like, again, I guess I'm one of those people that's like, I'm going to spray my own tea. Like, I'm not going to give you the opportunity to spray my tea. It's one thing if it didn't come up. But once it came up, nah. Once it came up, oh, nah. We're going to talk about it. You're not going to hold it over me. She said that they had a whole conversation on the reunion last season and she was indignant about it. What are you talking about? No, that never happened. She was indignant. See, that's when you make people mad. Not I would never go by on a reality TV. I hate to pass by camera, child, security camera. People do move the goalposts because if the situation had been reversed, people would be like, "Oh, David, oh yes, she had every." If that situation had been reversed and that man was lying on Van, and Van was saying that he was her man and they were together, and he was like, "I don't know, I never slept with her. What is she talking about? We were never together. What da da da?" And she posted the receipts. Y'all be like, "That's right, Van, get him. You get him, girl." But because it's the other way around, and because y'all don't like Mark and y'all like Melody. Now it's a problem. I love y'all, but y'all, ooh. I'm the same. I would have admitted it and moved on because then we wouldn't have this because right. I mean, to me, once you say it, you take all of the power out of it. And you say, listen, yeah, we dated, it didn't work out. And that's it. It would have never been another issue. The reason why it has dragged on is because you deny it and everybody else is saying it's true. When everybody know that you lying, including your daughter, including Melody, everybody know you lying. Now maybe she don't remember. Ooh, y'all funny. The only person that would have known would have been me, him, and Jesus. I wouldn't have said nothing, child. Like I said, if I knew that it was a secret between the two of us, maybe. But the fact that everybody knows it's true. Melody riding with you because you her mama. But everybody, Letitia, Marceau, Maurice, everybody knows you're lying. See, Raven, you just don't like Mark. And that's fine. You don't have to like Mark. But you just don't like him. Wait, so did they meet from the show? No, they met before the show. They met when Martell, when they were still doing Scope, when Martell and Marceau had Scope. And she worked for them, and she met Mark through working for the company. That's how they all met. They met through working for the company. Child, she remember Twinkie. That's a lie. She remember. Nobody is perfect. We all have skeletons in our closet. This one should have stayed in the closet. Y'all funny. I think she thought it would have been dropped since she wasn't main cast. It wasn't an important story. Child. They're busy telling her business instead of telling theirs. Well, that's true too. She should have said, yes, we had a relationship. Right. The minute she said, we dated, that would have been the end of it. There would have been, like, you take the power out of it. You take the power out of it. Raven said, you right. I love it. Raven said, girl, you right. I don't like them. She said, you right, girl. Laughing my ass off. In the words of Meg Thee Stallion, it never happened if the D wasn't snapping. Well, there you go. Van trying to engage in respectability politics and it's failing. Child, yep. Y'all funny. I love y'all, but y'all so funny, honey. Y'all so funny. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. We got the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion. Hell, I haven't even done my Love and Marriage Huntsville review from that fight Saturday. I guess I'll do that tonight. I'm almost done. I wasn't even done watching the damn episode, but y'all ain't gonna like my review, child. I know y'all ain't gonna like. Well, I don't know. Y'all might. I don't know. I don't know how y'all gonna feel about it, child. We got the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion part 1 tonight, and I'm Salt Lake City. I don't know if y'all can get Salt Lake City, but y'all are probably what I don't know what those comments are, Xavier. I don't know. I don't know those. I can't speak. I know you said it already in the chat, but I didn't. The reason why I skipped over it the first time because I don't know what the comments were. So I can't speak on it because I don't know the comments. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. No, yes, right. You weren't here at the beginning, Xavier. You missed that. No, matter of fact, I need to cancel it. We're not doing the Queen Sugar. El Teddy's double booked, and this episode wasn't really given. I think we're going to try to catch up. Child, we're gonna have to try to catch up next week. We could do 3 episodes, and it still won't take us an hour, child. Oh, he did. Oh, well, child, I don't, y'all know I don't really try not to speak on stuff like that, child. All right, y'all, let me get out of here. Mwah! I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.